So Janta, welcome once again to my channel Puzzle Pandit, and today we are going to do this irregular Sudoku. This name is Irregular XV Star 1, and this one is by NurglesGift. So NurglesGift, so this author is has this special series, different series as this author has. There is one with regular Sudoku with XP constant, and there is now this another one with irregular Sudokus and with XP constant. And these are really interesting series, and they are very good series. I really enjoy those, and if you are watching this video, that means you are a Sudoku enthusiast, so you should try these series by NurglesGift. And the specialty of the NurglesGift puzzles is that they have this negative XP constant, and this is very enjoyable. I really enjoy that a lot. So yeah, so let's read the rules. So every row, column, and region must contain the digits 1 to 9. So this is irregular Sudoku, and in irregular Sudoku, you do not have the regular 3 by 3 boxes, but you have this kind of irregular boxes. Albeit they are still 9 cells in each of the region. So cell connected by an X must sum to 10. That means we have seen this X, and the meaning is that whatever digits you put here, those should sum to 10. So if you have something like 3 here, then there must be a 7 here. You cannot have, and that because 7 plus 3 is 10. You cannot have anything like 4 or any other digit here, which do not sum to 10. Cells connected by an V must sum to 5. So similar to X, we have V here, and that means the digit here must sum to 5. So something you have 3 here, you must have 2 here, so that the sum is always 5, and you cannot have any other digits if you have 3 here. You cannot have any other digit here. All X and V's are given, right? So that means any cell where X or V is not given, that cannot be sum to 10. So if you have 3 here, then this cell which is near to 3, or in fact all these cells, right, which are seeing this cell, they cannot be 2, and neither they cannot be 7. So that's not allowed, right? Because there is no X and V in between, and that means you cannot have any two consecutive cells which sums to 5 or 10 in these cells where X and V is not present. So that's the all X and V's are given, and that means this is a negative constant. We will have to keep looking every time putting the digits. Cells connected by a black dot must be in a 1:2 ratio. So I see only one black dot, and that means the digits around here must be in a 1:2 ratio. That is, one digit must be double of other or the half of other. So let's say if you have 3 here, then you must have 6 there, because 6 is double of 3. That kind of thing. Cells connected by a white dot must be consecutive, right? So we see one white dot, and the digits here must be consecutive, so those must be neighbors. So if you have 5 here, this must be either 4 or 6, because only 4 and 6 are neighbors of 5 in a number line, right? You cannot have anything like 3, 8 or 7 which are not neighbors of 5. So yeah, so that's the rule set. Pretty straightforward rule set, pretty regular rule set in irregular Sudoku. So yeah, so with that, let's start. This is a 3-star medium difficulty and a 97% rating. So the people have definitely enjoyed it. Right, so the first thing we do in irregular Sudoku is check for symmetry, not symmetry, sorry, geometry. So clearly, if you look at this cell, right, now this cell which is between 1 to 9 must have some occurrence here, right, in this row. But where could it be? It cannot be anywhere here, because it is in the same region, right? And you cannot have repeated digits in a region. That means this cell is definitely here. Now if I select this, I don't see here, but if I select this much part, right, what I see is this and this must be same. And to see why this is same, let me just show you. See, let's just select all this, right, which is, now I know that these are 3 sets of 1 to 9, and also I know that all these are also 3 sets of 1 to 9, right? All these are also 3 sets of 1 to 9, because these are 3 regions. Now if I remove everything which is common, right, what I am doing is I am simply removing the similar digits which are in both sets, and the only remaining digits now must be same, because the initially it started from the three sets of 1 to 9, both these sets. So that means these both must be same. So that's one of the thing we should always do in a irregular Sudoku, is keep looking for such kind of things. And now look what has happened. So these two are same. We know that these two were same. Okay, I think I have changed the color. Please forgive me for that if I have. So these two are same and these two are same. But now look what has happened. This is on V, and on V, this must sum to 5, and that means this cannot be more than 4, right? Because the way you can build 5 using 2 digits is only 1 4 and 3 2, right? So that way this cannot be more than 4, right? This one. And now so typically the way I do this NurglesGift is I use the letter tools. Let me also check the pencil markup, and I use letters, and I use letters to identify the cells. So let's say this is cell A and this is cell A. That means we know that these both are same. That means if this is cell A, this must be cell A. Now A could be between any of 1 2 3 4. We have just seen, right? This must be less than 5. So whatever this digit is, these two are same. And now against A on the V, I'll put B. That means now I can remove this color, and that now I can remove this color, and that means A plus B, that together is 5. A plus B together is 5. Yeah, so now let me tell you about my nomenclature of using the digits. So I use normally A and B on V line. That means A plus B is 5. Then I use C and D. So C plus D is 5. So between A, B, C, D, I cover all the 4 digits. And now against A, I use E on the 10 line. On the 10 line, against B, I use F on the 10 line. Against C, I use G on the 10 line. And against D, I use H on the 10 line. And that means A plus E, that is 10, B plus F is 10, C plus G is 10, and D plus H is 10. And then for 5, I do not use anything. So that's the nomenclature normally I go with. So now look what is happening there here. So this is X. So on X normally, if you look pairwise, right, you must have one smaller digit which is less than 5 and one digit which is larger than 5. So the two smaller digits which are less than 5 we have used here, right? They all cease here. That means this cannot be from AB. So this must be the other two small digits, which is CD, and then whatever is the opposite of CD on the 10 line, which is GH. So this is either CG or DH, but it cannot contain B or A. So CD, GH. Right, now look at this, right? This is V line, and and it cannot contain A or B, right? Because it do not have A. So if any of this A, B, even if this is B, right, this must be A, because on 5 line against B we must have A. So that means these are CD. And now look, CD, CD, the both C and D are looking here. So this cannot be CD, this is GH. This cannot be GH, this is CD. Right, this is V, right? This one is high, right? Because it is no, this is not. This V, right? So now this could be we know either it is AB or it could be CD. But look, B is looking at here, and if B is here, A cannot be here. Or we could have done it easily by saying that A is here, because in this region you cannot now have A, so that B CD. And again look, now what is happening is this: how can this be CD? Because CD and CD. So let me just show that. So if this is B, CD and CD will be together. Now one of these would be C and the other would be D, right? And those will sum to 5. But we cannot have that, right? There is negative constant. The digits should sum to 5 only if there is a V in between. That means this cannot be CD, because if this is CD, this will sum to 5, which is not allowed. So that means this has to be B, and now against B we must have A here. So that's the way the entire puzzle is going to move, right? That's what the NurglesGift puzzles are normally. We'll have to fill the entire grid with these letters, and then somewhere we'll use these relationships to find out exactly what digit represents each letter. Right. So, right again, this one, right? This must be now CD, GH. This V, right? It's not A, so that must be BCD, and against B, it must be now ACD, right? Because A cannot be here, so all other digits will be here. And now this A, right? Against A, you have E, and against CD, you have G, so this will be EGH. Um, if that's CD, that will be GH, right? Because you cannot have CD there. But I don't know. This is now CDGH, right? Because both ABCD are here. GH. But this is on V, right? So it cannot be GH. It must be CD. And this must be CD. Now against CD, you cannot have another CD on X. So this must be GH. Um, right now, I think like we have used A letter here, right? We have to also introduce something. One of these C and D, we'll have to say that this is C and this is D. So either we can do it here or here. I think I'll do it here. So let's say this is C and this is D. Now again C, you must have G here, right? Now H, where is H in this? H cannot be here besides D, because again there is no X in between, and D and H sums to 10. That means H is somewhere here. Yeah, where is C here in this region? C cannot be here because C is already here, and again C cannot be here because it is besides D, and that will sum to 5. So that's not possible. So C is here. Um, yeah, this is X, and it do not have B and C. That means this must have A and D, and even C and D, it must have E and H, which are the partners of X. And now again, this cannot be D because D is already there in the region, right? And that means this cannot be H on X. Again, this is now this is clear, right? Because this is G here, and this is AB here. This is CD GH, but G is already here, so this cannot be CG. This must be DH. We don't know the order, but definitely this is one of B and H. Yeah, in this box, where is AB now? AB cannot be here, AB cannot be here, all ABs must be here, right? So both A and B here, but now how can this be AB? Because imagine if this is A, B is somewhere here, and if this is B, A is somewhere here. So that will be sum to 10. So this cannot be AB, and that means we have now this AB pair. That means in this box and in this line, A and B are here. And now look, both A and B are on X. That means this has to be E and F. Yeah, I don't see there is any E and F looking at here. So we can't cut any E or E and F. CDJ, CDJ. Maybe should we check at each level? So yeah, so where is A here in this box? This could be A. Okay, so A cannot be here. A cannot be here besides B, and A cannot be here. So A is here or here, right? I don't want to. I don't want to mark like that. Okay, A B C D B C D C. Hmm. Now not AB, but that could be AB, right? And that could be E. Oh, that cannot be AB, right? So now on this X, right? See, AB is gone here, right? So now on this X, you cannot have AB. So this must be CDGH. Yeah, and this yellow is same, right? So that must be, this is CDG. But now look what has happened. How can this be CD? Because it is beside CD, and again the same problem. This will sum to 5, but there is no V in between if this is CD, right? So if this is CD, there is no V in between 5. But that's not possible because CD can occur only with 5. So that means that's not CD, that has to be GH. And that means that has to be GH because they both are same. And now this cannot be GH, this has to be CD. Now this cannot be CD because that again will create this negative 5 constant. So that cannot be CD, and that means this cannot be GH because on X now against GH you must have CD. Now look, both these CD are looking at this, right? Because they are in the same group. That means this cannot be CD, this has to be B, this has to be A against B on V, and this is E against A on X. Now this V, right? This must be BC, right? And now this must be AD. Because this is V, must have ABCD, but D and A both are looking at it. So this must be BC, and then against V, this must be AD. Now where is A here in this box? Because this is GH, this cannot be A because it is besides B. A is not here, A is not here. The only possible place in this box for A is here. You do not have it anywhere else. Now E cannot be here. F is not here or here, right? Okay, but F is still here. GHCD, AP. This C and D, this is DH, right? But it's not propagating here. What else can we have? This is limited, right? Oh, it's not H, right? So if I just have to put everywhere, see there, this cannot be 5, right? Because if this is 5 on X, you must have 5 here, right? To sum to 10, and that's not possible. So on X and V, you can never have 5. So what is this now? It is not A, B, it's not D, it could be C. It's not C also, right? Because yeah, it is beside D. So this is some high digit, right? Which is E, F, G, H, right? And it's not H. We know that. So this is E, F or G. Because it cannot be A, B, C, D. Oh, and G is looking at here. So this cannot be G. So against E, F, you must have A, B here, right? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so now where is A and B here in this box? Look, now AB cannot be here, right? Because it will create the same problem of negative 5 constant. AB is not here because of this AB looking at this, and AB is not here. That means in this region, the only way for AB is here, right? But right. So this is B and A, right? Because if this is not B and A, both A and B will end up here. If this is C and D, both A and B will end up here because AB is not here, AB is not here, AB is not here. Both A and B must be here, and that means that has to be B, and that has to be A. Because if this is not B and A, both A and B digit must be here, and we can't have it. Now look, that A is looking at here, so that's B, that's F. That didn't do much. But on that X now, right? You do not have. Yeah, it's so this has to be DH, right? Because it cannot be AB and it cannot be CG, right? This has to be DH. DH. This cannot be D, right? Because now it is looking at both these. So this is A. That's not H. And now look, we got CH pair. CH pair. Now So in this box, A is here only, right? I mean, in fact, here, right? In this box, A cannot be here, A cannot be here, A cannot be here. A has to be here, but A is already there, so A is here. What about B? B cannot be here. B cannot be here, B cannot be here, B cannot be here because A is there. So B is either here or here. Which box? A is not here. In this box, A is not here, A is not here. So in this box, A is only here, right? Oh, that was straightforward. Because look, A cannot be here because of this. A cannot be here because of this B. A cannot be here because of this. And these two cannot be A because of this. So only A is here. And that means that is E. That means that's not A, that's A. And I think we have done all the A's. So one of these, so now look, this A is looking at this way. So that's B, that's A. So that means that's E, and that's A. So I think we have got all the A's. Can I say that? Yeah. What about B? Now that's not B, right? Because that B is looking at that, and that means that has to be B. So B is only remaining in this, right? And I think that should be straightforward. This is B, right? Yeah, that's B. Because all other places for B is gone, so that's B. Yeah, C and D are not getting that much of field. But what are these three routes? Now we can do simple Sudoku. So this must be something between 5. I don't see C. 5 C A B C D. Oh, these are 4. 5 C E F, right? 5 C E F, right? Yeah, 5 C E F. That can't be E besides A. That again can't be E, right? Besides A. That can't be F besides B. F in this box is now limited, right? It can't be here. It can't be here. It can't be here. Oh, that's F. It can't be here because of B, right? You can't have F besides B because then that will sum to L. So that F simply removes F from here on here. Oh, and now look, we got C, right? Because that can't be C, it's besides D. So that has to be 5. That's not 5. That's C. That's E. And now besides C, you cannot have D, right? So D. That means that has to be H. That has to be D. That D gives C here. Against X, it must be G. That C gives D here. And against D, it must be H. Now we know that this and this is same. So that H. And now this must have reverse, right? This cannot be D. It must be C. This must be D. G, H, C, D. This didn't resolve it. But I think mostly we have, now let's say C. Where is C in this box? This has to be C, right? Because C cannot be here and C cannot be beside D. So this is C. That C gives H here, that gives C here. That H gives D here, that gives H here. This 3D is now remaining, right? Which must be 5 is definitely there. A, B, C, D. 5, D. And I don't see F. 5D, F, right? A, B, C, D. Yeah, 5D, F. That's not D. That's not D. So that's definitely D. That is 5F, 5. Yeah, B is looking at this side. So that means that has to be 5 and that has to be. Looking at this means it's beside this, right? So it cannot be F. Now these three, right? Which must be now A, B, C, D. Wait, let's all the C's are done. How can I put all the C's in all the boxes? C is yeah, that's C, right? In this box, where is C? Right? If you click, you can see that C cannot be there. C cannot be there. C cannot be there. That's C. So now in this line, where is C? C cannot be here because it's already there in this box. C is either here or here, right? But this cannot be C, right? Besides D, so that has to be C. Is that correct? In this box, where is C? I am looking at. This cannot be C. 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 And this cannot be C, right? That has to be C. Uh, this box is done. This box is done. This box is done. This box is done. This box C is remaining, right? So C is not here. C is either here or here. So that can't be G, right? Can I say that simply? No, no. If this is C, this could be G. Nah, you can't do that. Ah, only it's remaining here, right? Yeah, that can't be C, right? Simply, what is this? That's this, that H, and that has to be C now, right? Yeah. So what are these two things now? One has to be 5, and the other is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G has to be there somewhere, right? Is any C anywhere near G? Anything near G? No. 5G is fine. Okay, so C is done, right? Yeah, C is done. What about D now? D is remaining here, right? In this box. And if I'm not wrong, B is not here. B is not here. That is D. So now D is remaining in this line, which has to be here. D, yeah, D is done, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So all ABCDs are done. E. So, oh, this single thing is remaining, right? Which has to be 5, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's correct. So that's G. That G means that's 5. I'll just put these ones, right? These two are remaining, which is A, B, C, D, E, and G. That's correct. E and G, right? Anywhere A or no, it's no, it's nowhere near A or C, right? None of this is near A and C, right? EG, so that must be 5 EG, right? Uh, so where is 5 here in this box? It has to be here, right? And that's E and G, right? EG, because yeah, we can see clearly see that EG is there. That means EG must be here, and that's not EG. So now where is what is remaining here? A, B, C, D, E, EGH, EGH, right? That can't be E, right? Besides A, that can't be E. So that has to be E now, right? That's E. G. Oh, besides C, you cannot have G, right? So that means that H and that G. Or the other way to look at it, G is already looking at that simple. That will be the better. Now E and F we have to put, right, and that cannot be E. So that has to be, cannot be because of A here. So that's F, that's E. That E is looking at this, right? So that means that's G. That G means that's A. Now these two digits, right? One of these must be 5 and the other is B, C, D, E, F. F, right? 5F. That can't be F definitely. So that's 5 because of B, and that's F. Now with that done, these three digits we can put A, B, C, D, E. E must be somewhere, right? But E cannot be there, A cannot be here because of A. So that has to be E. And these two are now F something, but again F cannot be there because of B. F has to be here, and the remaining is G. So G could be here. That has to be now 5. This one is simple, right? Has to be 5. These two now, A, B, C, D, E is F, G, right? Do we know the order? G. Nope, we don't know the order. Oh, but we know that this has to be FG, right? But F is there, that means that's G, that's F, that's G. These two digits are now in this column. A, B, C, D, E and H. Yeah, but E is looking at that. So that's H and that's E. These two now, A, B, C, D, E, 5F, but 5 is looking at that. So that's 5 and that's F. Now this one is only remaining, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So that's H and that last one is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Yeah, right. So I can now remove this color. So I think we have done everything, right? All these grid is filled with the letter. Now we have to figure out which letter is which digit. So for that we can start with here. See, D we know is small, right? And E, which we know is large, that is more than 5. So the only way this is allowed is if D is 3 and 4 and E is the double of that, is 6 and 8. So D is 3 and 4. We know that D must be between 3 and 4. It cannot be 1, 2, because if it is 1, 2, E will be 2 and 4, right? But E we know that is more than 5. So that's not allowed. So D we know that is 3 and 4. So we can put that 3, 4 and this is D. Now E, which is on the dot against 3, 4 is 6 and 8. So we can put that like 6, 8 E. Yeah, now C, right, which is on V. So if this is 3, 4, this is 5 minus 3, 4, which is 1 and 2. So C is 1 and 2. 1 and 2 C. Now G, right, which is against C on 10. So 10 minus 1 and 2, which is 8 and 9. So 8 and 9 G. H is against 3 and 4, right? So that must be 10 minus 3 and 4, right? What is 10 minus 3 and 4? 6 and 7, right? So H is, oh sorry, I did not double click, right? So H must be 6 and 7 H, right? E is 6, 8, right? So A must be now 10 minus 6 and 8, which is 2 and 4. Is that correct? Yeah, A is 2 and 4. A is 2 and 4. A. Now B is 5 minus 2 and 4, which is 1 and 3. B is 1 and 3 B. And now F is 10 minus B, which is 10 minus 1 and 3, which is 9 and 7. So F is 7, 9, F. Yeah, now we have this dot, right? And clearly if this is 7 and 9, means G must be 8, right? Because on this you must have one even, and the only even digit I can see is 8, which is here. That means G is 8. So we definitely know that G is 8. So we can put that directly. G is 8, that means C is opposite of 8 on 10. So 10 minus 8. So C is 2. C is 2 means now D is 3. D is 3 means H, which is opposite of D, which is 7 now. 10 minus 3 is 7. What is remaining now? G. G. Where is G? No. E is 6, right? See, on the black dot on 3, throw 3 into 2 is 6. So E is 6. If E is 6, A is 4. And if A is 4, B is 1. And the remaining F, if B is 1, then F is 9. And that's how we have solved the puzzle. Okay, so yeah, that's another great one by NurglesGift. Everything fell smoothly onto its place, and at the end, these dots easily help us to figure out all these digits. So that's how the NurglesGift or this kind of series goes on, negative XP constant. And I really enjoyed this puzzle, and I hope you guys have also enjoyed this puzzle. So that's it for now. Thank you very much, and we'll meet again.